You don't need me. What do you need me for? I'm not coming. You gotta tell me what you need me for. Use your words. You're not using your words. Okay, good. You always act like you need me all the time. No, you don't need me. You're in class. I'm not here. What? So, good morning, beautiful people. My son is in class. He's just doing English. He got that. When he doing maths, then I'd happy. But he got that. But anyway, good morning, beautiful family. Good morning, good morning. I have good news and I have bad news. And the bad news is not even so bad. But anyway, I want to share with you guys. So it's to see my face. My smile is all the way up. So good morning to you all. Hope you guys had last night I was able to post those videos that I had on my phone. I don't know what happened, but if they give it to me. Then today I went to my son's school trying to get something to print. And he would not print. They said you gotta set your email up. I'm like, what? I'm like, what is this happening? But guys, today is a beautiful day. I got up this morning, even though I wasn't here till late this morning, but I got up. My alarm was ringing out my ears this morning. Alarm is something, before I get into what I'm going to talk about. Alarm is really something. That alarm was so loud this morning. I kept hearing, I don't know if there is a sewage getaway or something not smelling right in the place. I don't know what's going on. The air quality is just yucky. But anyway, so I went to a meeting this morning, so you see me dressed up like this. I went this morning to the meeting, came back, and came back, put on my Family Dollar shoes, guys. Look at my Family Dollar shoes. I like it. I like it, guys. Guys, this shoes so warm. I love it, guys. It's so warm. Oh my god. But anyway, whew, so I just wanted to come on here and I said, so I got some good news, guys. I got some good news. Good news. God is good, you hear me? God is good all the time. As he said, why worry when you can pray? He is so good. And he took me out of one of my worries. He literally took me out of one of my worries. So I don't have to worry. That's good because it was really devastated, It was really. Even last night when I said I couldn't sleep, it just rested on my mind. And I took forever. Even after I got off live last night, this morning rather, I could pay attention, baby. Pay attention in class. This thing making me feel nauseous. The air quality, I don't know. It literally making me feel nauseous. But anyway, so I'm coming on here to let you guys know that I received a call yesterday. I think I was saying it yesterday on one of my live that I had. I went to shopping yesterday to get some item. I left my phone in the car and I missed the lawyer's call. So I got up this morning after I got off live this morning. Take a quick nap. Got up this morning and if check my email. First thing I did this morning was to check my email. When I checked my email, because I can't receive text message, so I checked my email because my phone is full, literally full. I have to be cleaning. My cliche. I have to put my chip in there because I gotta look if I see if I have anyone. I think I have one more. I just gotta look for it. And I missed the call. So when I woke up this morning or a few hours ago, I saw an email from the Lord. You do not have to show up to court. They dismissed the case. All I have to do now is fill out some paperwork and stuff like that and send it off to them. That's it. So I'm in class with my son, but not right now. I just came out to talk to you guys. And once his class is over, then I'm gonna run on the road real quick and get some stuff done. See if I can go over by the community center, log on to my email, and then print from there. So that's what I'm gonna do because I can use the community center. I was asking my son's school they would have done that, but because my email, I don't know what was going on. So I'm gonna log on to their system because I need to get those two paperwork documents signed and stuff, so I can send it over to them so they can get the reimbursement. So that's good news, guys. That's really good news. Because good. It just give me at least now I can feel better, guys. When I say I can feel better, I can get back into the space of focusing, getting back up to par, catching up back with everything, you know. But my mind was just lingering for a couple weeks now on the issue of why, you know, and up till now I still haven't understand why. Because the reason as to why they would have put me in court to me didn't even make no sense. Because for you to be doing the right thing and then be slashed into people's mess, it's another thing, So that still left you wondering what next. There is so many mixed emotions or mixed reaction, but God did it for me today, guys. So God did it for me. He did it again. As I said, He will never fail us. Just when I thought, as the songwriter would say, just when I thought I could stand on my own, I had to have some deep prayers and I had to pray and everything. And trust me, God redirected me today, baby. God redirected me today. I feel so good. So I just gotta hold my end of the bargain up in terms of taking care of the lawyer stuff that he requested me to sign and deliver back to him so they can, finish up what they need to finish up. Ain't God good, guys? Huh? Ain't God good? Yes, He is. I'll be right back. He is amazing. That's why we have to be grateful for life. Gotta be very grateful for life. Because without him, it would not be possible. You know? Yes, not be possible in what we were doing. So I have to be grateful for him. Ooh, I feel so good. When I tell you I could not function, guy, I'm functioning, but I'm not 100% functioning, if that makes sense, because my mind was so rested on what was at stake. Even yesterday I came home and after I said I was going to cook, and the way I wanted to cook my dinner, I didn't even cook it that way because while I was there trying to cook, my mind was just like, Lord. And then my kids supposed to go to school. So I'm like, this week now I found out it's test week for them. Well, for the big one, it's always test week for the little one because they're little, they're trying to always test them. Make sure you're paying attention. You see how well you did just now when I exit to write everything, guys. And I'm telling you, man, God is good. He is so good. What are you doing? Hurry up. You find all the excuse not to be in class. So, guys, I don't know if anybody ever been in a situation where you have to deal with the court and you don't know where what is going to happen. You don't know the outcome. You know, you just have high hopes, but you still yet don't know the outcome leading up to the day or before the day or whatever. That's a lot of stress. I would not wish that on my worst enemy because that's a lot of stress he add on you. Other people who are not in those situation, they wouldn't even care because they're selfish. Because they wouldn't understand until something knock at their door. You know what I mean? You know, well, some people will sympathize with you or empathize with you or whatever, but it's not a nice feeling. I can tell anybody that. Even if you don't physically go in there, it's not a nice feeling. Especially when you know you're like, for what? You know, you just have that for what question like, are you serious? It's like it just nothing not wrapping around. Even with me posting videos and still being consistent and everything. I don't even go in and like my videos. And that's something I never miss. I watch my videos. I barely go in and do it because of how much stress, you know. I'll go out and I still try to watch channels and do stuff, but just within those time frame from when I get that note on my door to say you've been summoned to court, guys, still last night when this morning when I get that email, that's when I feel energized. Because even this morning, I felt like I didn't even want to get a case. You saw I was online last night. I was stressed out. But while I was stressed out, I was still praying and I'm looking at all the things. Okay, the time that they gave to attend court, then my little son got a job to school. Then I would have one would have to miss school. You see all the things, and it's just me alone. So one would have to miss school, one would have to go to school. When I'm happy the little one would be in school because then I would have to deal with all that, him screaming and yelling. Well, not really like that, but you never know how a child is gonna act when they're out in public. And that's one thing you can't say. You never know how your child is going to act. They could be the best behaving kid at home. But when they go out, baby, you don't know what animal they're going to be acting like out there. Running around like no mercy left in you. But just to see all the things I would have to do, plus getting up, make sure they're fed, doing all of that, plus getting this stuff together and doing this, doing that for nothing, basically. Just to go there because they put you there. It was really taking a toll on me, guys. You know, it was really taking a toll, and it take a toll on me in a number of ways. And many of you may not understand when I say number of ways, because I'm not explaining why. You know, but I know why. And for anybody who understand. You know what I mean? For those who don't understand in the future, you will. Wait till something like that you do, you will, and then you will understand. You know, it was even just now I was in my son class and I was watching somebody's channel and it was so quiet. My mind start went off. Like it just started going to deep thinking about a lot of things, you know? And then I said, okay, let's calm down. And then I logged off and stuff. Then I hop on and, get me little vibes, watch a few other channels. I try to go and jump into things that I can, help support each other. But I wasn't so happy. But today, now going forward, I hope things will be better. I just hope. And then, but this goes to show that you can't sit down nowadays. You cannot. And when I mean sit down, when it comes on to things that are just happening and you don't even understand why they're happening, it just goes to tell you you always have to be on your P's and Q's. You know, you might not understand what they mean by those terms, P's and Q's, but it's just you will surely understand when they say you gotta always make sure you dot your I's and cross your T's. Because if you don't, somebody will cross it for you. Like what this place was trying to do. They were trying to dot my I's and cross my T for me. And if I was a foolish person, I would have fallen for their trap and me and my kid would probably be outside in the heart of a cold. What would be a cruel, less heartless thing? You never know. And if I didn't have a mind of my own, this Christmas I wouldn't even. I don't know what would have happened. You don't know the outcome of nothing. But and that's why I used to go to church, and when my car start acting up real bad, smoking and all these things that I've been through, it's on my YouTube channel, so I don't even have to go much into it. It was a lot of hassle. And then one day I was talking to my sister, and she said, I know you're going through a lot right now, sister. I understand. But I want you to still go to church. Still go, because just in the house, I don't know. I'm not a house person. Anybody think I'm a house person? I don't mind being in the house. I don't like party or anything. I don't mind go out and enjoy myself. But when I'm outdoors, the fresh air, the breeze, the trees, everything, just the whole combustion that is going on around me, take my mind off a lot of stuff. You're in the house is like playing tricks on you. It's like roach and rat running together. You're like, which one should you knock? Which one should you knock out with the battle up his head? The rat run faster, so you don't know which one you gonna catch. It's crazy, you know what I mean? But she said, you know what, go back to church. And that's what I did. And even Sunday, I was running late to church, and it's like, I heard a mind say, don't go. I said, nope, not today. You ain't gonna tell me to stay home. Because if it was something else, I'm gonna go. No, 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 no. I'm going to church. And I got up, went out, stopped. I had to pay some bills because if I didn't, I would fall behind. So I had to stop, pay those bills, and then head on to church. You know. And then even when I went to church this Sunday, you know, a lot of people weren't there, and then in the end, quite a few people came. In the end, cause our church do give out food or something. Not all the time, but they do give. And what really struck me sometime, and that's why I want to be able to do this one of these fine days. The pastor gonna stand up when he sees so many people coming. At this point, church was almost over, and he gonna stand up and he said, "This is not a food bank. I don't want you guys to just come in here to think that we're only here for food. We have to pay the light bill, the heat, the this. We all understand that, but you don't know how hunger feel. So that kind of it was very shocking. Yeah, because a lot of people came after because they know a certain time that people will give out food or whatever. But that was kind of distasteful because I'm saying that they say if somebody hungry, you feed them, right? Somebody need a shelter, you shelter them, right? If somebody need clothes, you clothe them, right? And the basic necessities that people need every day, food, clothes, shelter, air to survive, and all these things. And if you have the resource to do it and you are saying all these things, it's hard for you to be blessed. Because you gotta be mindful that he's working, but he wanna see what you're gonna do with the liquor that he's providing for you. How are you gonna distribute that little bit that you got? It was so devastating to hear that. I turned around and I looked at everybody and those of the people who just came in after. And just to see the reaction on their face. You don't say anything, but just to see the reaction on the face, you know. And then he was saying, I'm not trying to I'm not trying to say this or say that, but then you say it already. We should have a little bit more compassion. But listen, if the food expire, so you gonna give out all those expired food when you know they need to expire. When people come to you and they're hungry, you're not feeding them. God feed the multitude. So who are you not to feed the multitude? It's hard, but if He give you that platform out there to do what you gotta do, and you provide that kind of service, and people know you provide it. Yes, even though it's a church and it don't run by water and it don't run by accident, but also these people are gonna come, and they're gonna come here because of food or whatever. All you have to do is encourage those people to continue to come. Help contribute to the church so that we can always provide more for you guys. But to say that this church is not a food bank, it's a church, we're not running a food bank, is like, how are we supposed to be blessed when we got this stuff and we turning away people? But if it expire, we're gonna call the multitude to give it to them, to give them all kind of salmonella. But you have it, and instead of give it, you're gonna complain about it. You know, they said you want all, you lose all. That's a powerful thing. They said you want all, you lose all. And a lot of people don't understand that those things are very powerful. You get the things, and the purpose of you getting it is to give it out. Because half the time, are you paying attention? Because it seems like you're distracted. It's crazy for pastor to say something like that out their mouth. Make you think. Are they in their right mind? Are they losing it? Because I thought they said if somebody is hungry, feed them. It was to feed the multitude. Even in the Bible, they talk about it. When you go Bible classes, so they talk about these things. Right? Where were the days when God take a whole fish to feed the people? These things are not just happening because it's happening. It's happening from creation. So when we have a platform, we have something to help the multitude, and we having a problem with it, God gonna take it from you. He gonna run you down dry. And then when you dry, you're gonna say, "Oh, nobody want to support." No, you can't say that. Did you think of your words? You know, it's like I had a landlord that not him. May he so rest in peace. The best landlord I ever have in America. He passed. He passed. One of the best landlord I ever had passed. He was so sweet, such a sweet person. But I lost my train of thought. Maybe I wasn't supposed to share that. So anyway, sometimes you lost a train of thought in something, maybe it's not supposed to be shared. But for people to be doing that, you're a church. You know, growing up as a young child, I've always tried to help. I'm always helping. Always. Anybody know me can tell you she always helping. You don't even have to ask for my help. I'm gonna try to help in every way I can. Mind you, I'm not gonna go out my way, but I will do what I can with the liquor that I have to help bless somebody. Food should never be a deterrent to chastise no one. Even when you're in the school system, they tell you, even though you have a certain things that you have to feed the children and you can't give them too much portion size and whatever. But they tell you if a child is hungry, they ask them or give it to them. And I've literally seen people say, "Oh no, he just eat." God bless what was on that plate. You don't even know the home that child was coming from. If he had ate breakfast, if he had ate dinner, so that child is gonna be extra hungry. Even though you're watching portion size, that child is hungry. So he or she gonna require a little bit more than somebody who's been fed constantly. And they tell you don't use food to punish no child. Like, oh, you're not getting your food until XYZ. No, because they do something wrong. You feed that child. 2:30, baby. Class is over. So, you know, but I'm just feeling overwhelmed right now. I'm feeling good right now. I am feeling good, good. So I just have to get these things together. Wait till he finish class, then I run over to see if I can go use the computer at the center and log into my email so I could get the stuff print so I could send it over to the lawyer so we can close that chapter of 2024. You know, so I just want to say that even though you might be going through something in life, it could be challenging, it could be daunting like my situation, or even if you're going through a different situation or whatever, just remember there is light at the end of the tunnel, and you just have to keep pushing. You're gonna have sad days, you're gonna have happy days, you're gonna have embarrassing moments, you're gonna have sad moments, you're gonna have the silly moments, sorry, you're gonna have the excited moment, and all these kind of emotion, mixed emotion. It's natural. But what's gonna really make you better is the result. What? What's gonna make you better, guys, is the end result. What? So, what you don't wiping on? So, fill it in now so you can upload it. It's a V, it's not a T, it's not an I, baby. It's not an I. Hurry up, baby. You need to run for it fast. So, he's so lazy. He's the laziest kid I've ever seen. Guys, he's the laziest kid I've ever seen. He's so lazy, family. Anyway, I wonder who he get them from. He will in there and the teacher talking and he put the pencil on the mark. They use whiteboard. So they ship them the whiteboard, the marker, pencils, rulers, books, everything that they need to use throughout the school year and everything. And then he got to catch up on his work. 'Cause yesterday we were doing some errands and stuff. And as he got out of class yesterday, I said, you know what, let's go. And then I have a meeting this evening too. So plus I got to catch up with his work. Plus I request for the teacher to give him some extra lesson in a few minutes. So by 2:30 he should be going in class for that. So the bad part of what I was saying is that my phone is full, so I can't send nothing from here or do anything. So I'm gonna have to go use the computer. So that was the bad part, but the good news is that everything is dismissed and good to go. So the lawyer said I don't have to show because once they tell you don't have to show, then it's good for you. But if he didn't say anything, then I would have to show. So God is good, guys. God is good. God is good. And even if you're going through something similar, and you know, as long as you know you didn't do anything, and you stay your grounds and everything, and don't let nobody deter you from going out there and seeking legal advice. If you don't know, seek help, because by the end of the day, sometimes it doesn't matter because you say, oh, I went to school, I got a PhD. You don't got a PhD in law. Think about it. You got a PhD in something else. So if you need the law, you need to use it wisely. Seek help. Sometimes it might cost you pretty pennies, but by the end of the day, at least it's better for you. Because if you don't do something, then you really need to make sure you have a lawyer just in case if anything should go left or south, you know. And then now I gotta report this. I think I gotta email my other lawyer. I got a new lawyer, so I gotta not another lawyer, not a new lawyer. So I gotta probably let him in on these things. You know, everything gotta be documented. You know. But and then another thing to sometimes you think that you're gonna transition from one place to the other and things is gonna be different. And sometimes yes, it's gonna be different because it's gonna come with its own obstacles. And it's literally true. You know, sometimes you say, you know what? Things is gonna be so better. All I need to do is just get from point A to point B. And you did. You get from point A to point B. But then here come point B with his own struggles, with his own hurdles, own ups and downs, own challenge. And then you're like, have you heard have you ever heard someone say just when I thought I seen it all? Remember that going forward. And it doesn't matter where you are in your journey. Just remember what that thing say. Just when I thought I've seen it all. Says like you're so happy you're out of something, and then here comes this thing is even worse than what you were enough into. You know, I guess you can't win every. You cannot win everything, and that's natural. I know that because even as an athlete running and all these things, you know you can't win everything. You know you're gonna win majority sometime, and sometimes you lose a few. But those things that you lose sometimes are a reminder to tell you that you've been sleeping. You need to wake up. You need to hurry up, go back to the drawing board and see where you went wrong so that you can fix anything that need to be fixed and have a mind of your own. And when it comes to legal matters or anything, I don't care what walk of life you're from. If you don't understand anything, always reach out to a lawyer. I don't care what walk of life you're from. Even a lawyer need a lawyer to represent him too. So that goes to show that even though he know the law is something is most times then everybody all at some point in your life go need a lawyer to represent you. And it doesn't matter. What do you need? You're getting on my nerves not speaking. What do you need? I don't want to be in your class. I don't want to be in your class. Because you're idle and you don't want to focus on your work. When you were in regular class, I was not there. What is it you need? No, you lost your words. Jaden, what is it? Huh? Okay, then log on to read it. Huh? Okay, go into Edna Mentum. I know it's test. Do any mini minor more catch a puppy by his toe if you never wanna let it go any mini minor more. He always want me to go in his class, people. I don't want to do that. No. And he know what they doing. No, I don't want to do that. You get in? Okay, see, she got in. Make sure you're sharing your screen. Are you sharing your screen? Yes? You gotta think, even though they're homeschooled, you don't want to be in their class every day. Even if you be there, you want to be somewhere so they, give them that little freedom to learn to think. Okay. Do you see the microphone? Do you see the microphone? Okay. The teacher might end up putting you in a breakout room. I'm not sure. No, you don't have to wait. Keep working. Oh, they break you out? Oh, okay. Okay. They break you out, Jeng? Okay, so go read it. Press the microphone. I let it read. Huh? You gonna do it? Okay, hurry up then. I'm paying attention. He do good in reading than he do in maths. But if you have your children and they want you to be beside them all the time, especially doing a test, let it go there and challenge his mind. And be there with them all the time. Plus, the teachers say that they don't want us to help them either. They want to see, they're testing them to see where they at, so they can see what they need to work on and stuff like that. See the level at which they are or after the year. You get in? So I don't need to be in that. And foster independence is not me by me sitting there. That's not fostering independence. You can help to guide a child. You don't have to literally stand right there to guide him. It's like you're cooking and you're multitasking at the same time, and you want them to be able to communicate. So that also help with their communication skill. They keep calling you. Let they tell you what they're calling you for, you know, and that so they can recognize things. Are you doing what you're supposed to be doing? Think he's asleep. Everybody view on how they manage your children is different, but when you want your children to be standing firm on their own, you don't want to be all over them all the time. You want to give them that space. When you see they're not using this space, that's when you come in and you take over, you know but you want to see where they are too. You don't just want to be right up in there. You will never see where they are, because you want to be able to know that what if anything, how would they manage on their own. So we're talking about foster independence. We're talking about a lot of things. It's not just guiding. Yeah, we're guiding them. You could be anywhere and guide them. You could be sitting on the back of your toilet bowl and they ask you a question and you can answer it if you can. If you can't, you say, I'll get back to you. Because they don't like you say no. They say, I'll get back to you. Or how about we do a research together? Something, something. Are you doing your work? Remember, it's your grade, so don't be playing with your grade. I think you went to a breakout room. I hear the teacher. You into a breakout room? Where's the speakerphone to play the recording? Because I can see how they're giving kids tests, and sometimes one little kid yesterday said, there's nothing for me to read. They have the recorder, the microphone, where you click on the microphone and then you read. Some of them didn't have that, and the kids just stood there looking. Are you reading, Jay? You don't want to be in their class all the time. Because then when you're there, they might be learning, and when you're not there, they're not learning. How are you going to know how to help navigate them or let them understand? No, it's just sit back a distance and take note so that. But anyway, enough for him and his schoolwork. Plus, I got to help him later on. So I don't want to be all up in his face the whole day, because all the work, they get so much homework in homeschool. Monday they get maths. So when you get maths, you gotta read. And if you don't click on the thing to submit, you get zero. In terms of zero, meaning that you didn't complete it. So you have the assignment for maths in Monday, and then you have the section that give you the examples of how to do the assignment. You have to do that. So when you finish with that and explain it to the child, so then you have to hit submit. That means you complete it, and then upload the assignment. If it's not on the computer, then you have to do it in the workbook and then upload that. That's just some maths in Monday. They have it 5 days a week in Monday. Then for media, they have media. You gotta do that for Monday as well. Well, media is for the week. So once you do media, then that's it for the week. So you gotta do that, whichever day you choose, Monday to Friday. Then you got social study, and you got they got some little subheadings that you gotta read and stuff. And sometimes you have, and then you have assignment, maybe one or two assignment to answer in that, and sometimes maybe three headings, and each heading have five five, like what I said, in five PowerPoint, like, but they, even though they short, they have the pictures. You have to click on the pictures, tell what kind of community, for example, community help, blah blah blah, and so forth. And then in reading now, for Monday, you have to go on Epic. You have to read a book in Epic as well. So even though you go on Epic, you still gotta go and read a book that they recommend. And then you have to you read a site, you do a watch a site word, I think. And then after that, you do one more reading. But that one is not on. You watch a video like on a YouTube video. That's Monday. I'm telling you the things that's in one day they gotta do. And then for writing for Monday, they gotta have like three or four things in there to do. You know, it might not seem like a lot, but it can be a lot for the kid. As the passage that they have for the children to read, some of them are like in two paragraphs, but the paragraphs are long enough. So that's a whole lot. That take your whole day up because at a little child at 6 years old, and they have so much work to do in one day. Plus the next day they have to do that all again, 360 again. So can you imagine if Monday you have a complete half a Monday work like we haven't done none yesterday because I had to rush out and everything and didn't want to stress them out no more. Can you imagine all the work we have to do today, including Epic? And then because we are using the free version because of the school, so the free version start from 7 in the morning till 3 in the evening. So what I do in the morning time is let you begin reading on Epic, and I'll tell him, okay, we are at week 14. Go on to Monday. If it was Monday like yesterday, go on to Monday, click on Epic. Get that out the way, because if after 3 o'clock it's past, unless your parents got money to pay for Epic, you won't be able to read that book. So that is going to be a grade you're not going to get no points for. You understand? You're not going to get no points for that. Okay. So so that is that. And they don't have science and social study in the same week. So they do alternate between the two and stuff. So yeah, several subject here. And then sometimes they do have online. They have Spanish club. They have so many things. Plus, you have tutoring. Well, this week they reach out to me. They not have no tutoring this week nor next week. Only one tutoring he having this evening. Plus, he have a request for his teacher to help him because his maths exam. Jaden, are you doing your work? Lying to me, a lying lip. Remember. So he got that to do as well before, one behind the other. And then most of these schoolwork, I don't know if they're for now 6 year old. I don't know at all, but anyway, I got my fair share of 6 year old. I can't even recall what I did at 6 years old. So I'm just looking through the lens of my children now, like, wow, I really escaped the rat, because I don't think back in the days when I was 6 year old, we get all this extra work to do. You know, we still managed to come out, but I don't think all those work we had to do. But now with everything changing and all the pressure, that's too much. Maths and English should be enough with science and social study. Well, it's maths, English, science, and social study, but it's too much. Every day you got homework. Every single day you get no break. No break. In our regular school, you do get break with homework, but online, you don't get a break. Only break you get is when you decide not to do the work for today. You don't get no break with homework every single day. That's tiring. If it's exhausting to a parent, it's overwhelming to a child. I can guarantee that. Sometimes, because you don't want to be on the computer every day. No. And even though their class go from 8:30 in the morning till 12:45, but after 12:45, if you, as I said, if you don't get your epic in before 3 o'clock, and sometimes your kid you might send them off for tutoring or any little thing for certain day, and you might have to run an errand. Just think about all the things you gotta do. That take your entire day up, you know. So everything have its good and it have its bad. The only reason why I had to put my son in homeschool is because I was getting a lot of bad complaining. Oh, he this, he that, you know. And when you come on to your boy children parents, if you have boy children and all you get from them is bad complainers, so you, it's not an easy decision you're gonna make. But if you have to make one to really show your children that, hey, look, you can't have your name running, dragging here, dragging there, because anything written up by a child's name at a young age, say they, about their behavior or anything. All it takes for everything to fly right in that child's face is as soon as they get older and done something. Like a perfect example right now. 'Cause many of you don't think these things are happening. The young man that killed the United, what they call it, United Healthcare, whatever guy, the CEO. Now, after they track him down and find who he is, they were able to go back and see that he was also the valedictorian person who gave this speech at his high school. And he went to XY University and blah, blah, blah. So he's not a dumb kid. He's a smart boy. So all these things that he had done leading up to him commit a crime now, they dealt back all his file up. And as parents, you guys got to understand that when it comes on to your children and they've been tampered by schools or other people children messing with your children, and because your children don't speak up, they get in trouble too. Not to say they don't give trouble as well, but they get into trouble too. Even after you talk to them multiple times, you take them to counseling, you take them to therapy, you get help for them. You have maybe a family friend that they afraid of. So you always have somebody, you need to have somebody that your kids afraid of. So once you use the name, you don't even have to call the person. You just say, I'm going to call uncle. And that's all you need. Because everybody parenting style ain't going to look the same. Do you understand? And that's all you need. I have one lady I can call, and I said, once I call her name, this one, Ma. One day we went and we drove and go meet the lady. And we went to meet the lady, and the lady took her in her car, took him in his car. We set it up, and took him in his car. Her took him in her car. We were all going somewhere to go eye shop on something. And the lady said, you know what, I'm going to drive with him and you drive with the baby. So, get a me time with him and interact with him. The lady called me and said, listen how he cried. That boy cried his heart out. When he saw me, Mommy, I don't want to go. You see, from that day, if he doing something now and I say, I'm going to call the lady. Guys, when I tell you, he stop what he doing. He goes straight ahead. Jay, you want me to call Boo? And that's it. Make no more sound. So you gotta do what you gotta do, and that's how comes he end up in homeschool. Cause many people would say, "Then why are you complaining if he's in homeschool?" I'm just telling you that even though they're in homeschool, they get trouble still, cause you gotta deal with it, not the teacher. You, a teacher ain't gonna be on no Zoom class yelling after nobody kids. Nobody gonna do that. They don't want the parents come after them. So they go make sure their I's are dotted and their T's are crossed. Then you tell me, you think no teacher gonna be on Zoom even when they see your kids playing on phone when they're supposed to? You think no teacher ain't gonna say, "Hey, pay attention"? Here? Ain't gonna say that. They just gonna let. That's why they let you be the coach. The school literally they tell you that you're the coach for them. Yes, when you do homeschool, you're the coach for your kids. Or the legal guardian. They don't have to be. It could be. Let's say you gotta work. You have your grandparents watching the kid while you go to work, or the aunt, the uncle, whichever, whosoever you have, or a nanny, whosoever. They gotta be the coach, so they have to steer the child. But at school now, the teacher have control. You know, not to say the teacher don't have control, but the teacher know that parents is on here because you're sitting in the background with the child and whatever. They ain't gonna say nothing to your child. Me, I tell you, if you have to do what you gotta do what you gotta do. You're doing a job. I want to see both sides of you coming out, not just the academic. If a child is slipping up or you need to correct him, just correct him with the right words. Use the appropriate words to correct the child. That's it. But as a mother, me now, I get mad real quick. We didn't take you to school for that. You know what I mean? So there's a difference between stuff. But I'm gonna say this one: you have boy children, and you keep getting complaint about your boy children, and things have to be written up against them. It won't be nice when they get in trouble later, because all they're gonna be coming up and popping up and showing up. So that's a good reason for homeschooling too, because I even see one child in homeschooling class too. I haven't heard him in a while. Well, he's there, but I don't know what they do to his microphone. He used to just get himself off from mute and he just talk. The kids were so distracted, they were stressed out. You just could see the frustration, the constant interruption, and all these things. So that's another downfall with stuff. So I don't know what they did to mute him. I know they speak when you're spoken to or whatever. It's not easy. So, you know, and then the good part of homeschool now is, let's say you gotta take a trip to, you're gonna be outside of the country and you have internet or something, your child could still be learning, you know. Learning is still taking place, so that's the good part. If you need to if you need to just take a vacation, you gotta go to a hotel, you're just tired of the house, or you're just tired of what's going on around you or something. Your child will be right there with you with their computer. You might just be laying down there chilling while they're doing that. As long as you give your kids the ammunition to do what they gotta do, they will get it. They will call on you when they need, like this one who think I'm just here to be called on 24/7. You know what I mean? They kids do tempt you, just like they tempt the teachers, they do tempt you too. These children are something else. They know you're close, they're gonna tempt you know. Yeah. And they know what to do. When they know what, and like recently he called me and said, "Ma, guess what?" I said, "What?" "I don't know what to do." As soon as I reached there, he hit the button and then he click. He got it right. I said, "Why do you call me?" Just to get up my nerves. Kids know how to press your button. But it's always good to have somebody that you can confide in and talk to about what's going on with you, especially if you're a parent that constantly be on the go, sometimes barely can get any time to do what you gotta do with your children and stuff, and you're just stressed out. You're a single parent and you gotta do everything for them. You're gonna have breakdown moments. You're gonna have moments where it's not you're neglecting your children. You just need a me time so you can recover and rejuvenate and come back again. Nothing wrong with that. It's better than you taking off their head and you go to jail later. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong with your me time. Leave them alone. When you get back to it, I'm pretty sure you're gonna go right back to A and feel out what you need to feel out, and you're back on track again. You know what I mean? So I'll just say, go. It's like you go to a function and you come back, you feel so happy, you feel so energized, you feel so rejuvenated, and you're ready to work again. And you say, okay, where did I left off? Okay, I'm ready. You just have that bubbly energy. Like me, as I told you, like I don't really have that bubbly energy because of what I was going through. But now, as days goes by and I finally get this chapter closed by filling out information I need to fill out in a few minutes by going go get it print, then I will feel a lot better. You know what I mean? A lot better. So don't be afraid, you know. But just to know that anything written up against your children affect them later. So don't play with that. Don't play with that. If you have to sometimes test them with homeschool to see how it works for you, it might be a challenge you take on. You don't have to take on it for the whole year. It's just to show your children that look, you see the sacrifice I'm making for you, I am not making it because I want to. I am making it because I don't want you to feel like you're not loved. I don't want you to feel like what I'm doing is not going to benefit you in the end. It will benefit you, but you got to pay attention. You got to go to school, take your education, whatever bothering you, express it out, talk it out loud. What are you doing? What are you doing? Because I can hear the shuffle. What are you doing? And then these kids are lying. This one, if he tell a lie, man, I'm telling you. I so I have to be get him out of it. And then he like to act. And he be knocking himself on the floor and then tell me, Mama, my feet hurt. One day he almost give me a heart attack. I run over, saw the boy fold up and he behaving like that. And guys, I swear to God, something had happened to him. I grab him up so I pick him up like a little baby. And I mean, this little boy is not light. Only to realize all of that was a prank on me. Then the little one now he fall to the ground. Mama, I broke my leg. I broke my hand, mama. I broke my eyes. Mama, it hurt. Mama, I got a belly button, it hurt. Mama, my tummy hurt, man. That's how he behave. But I will survive again. I will get back to track. I will be good again. You know what I mean? I'll be good again. As the songwriter said, Jesus make me laugh again. Yes, he gonna let me laugh again. Yes. Jesus make me laugh again. Jesus make me smile again. Eh? Lord, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, Jesus make me laugh again, people. Only person understand what somebody will be going through or anything is people who have been in certain things. You know what I mean? When you've been in certain things like anything with legal matter, anything, that's daunting on the body. That's like months of not combing your hair, months of not taking a shower, months of not getting your self care. It's really daunting, and I can only imagine how stressful it is. And that's why we want to encourage our young children, especially our young boy. Don't be getting yourself into too much trouble. Get out of it, man. It's not necessary. I know sometimes people may say things to us and we don't like it, or it's mean, or it's unkind, or it's selfish. But guys, please don't give up. We're losing our mans, man. Please don't give up, man. Fight. Start seek therapy. You have an addiction to something and you realize that's not who you are. Keep fighting. Seek therapy. Seek legal help. You know, if you have some police station, if you go there and you tell them you're in a distress or so, some of them will refer you to counseling. Because I've been to the police station before and they have flyers and they have a little place where they had a my heart just skip a beat. Oops. Drink some water. And they have flyers of stuff that resources are so forth, and they have places that you can go get help, whatever help you need. They have the resources available there. And sometimes if they don't, you have some of those officers that's at the front that you speak to. Also, they're so resourceful too. You ask them a question, and from they can answer you or make recommendation. They will recommend you to somewhere. If you ask them, or you could say, if you guys don't provide this service, do you know where can I go get this? I get that. Don't be afraid. But just to see our boys, we're losing them to all kind of stuff, and going through stuff, and to you know chastising other some persons because of what they're going through. It's not right, young man. And then spend the rest of your life behind bars. You left your loved one, your mother, your father. That's nice. Your loved ones there, sometimes your children, because of the pathway. No, man, seek help. Help is available. You're gonna have a whole lot of people turn you down sometime in life, but those turn down are better because the outcome is gonna be better. And sometimes the people that reject you in life, in the end, they're the one who accept you. They rejected you because they wanted you to shuffle things up. You ever hear they say you gotta shuffle the deck? They wanted you to shuffle the deck so that you can understand and see things for yourself. But sometimes it's too late. But we gotta seek help, man. You know, for me, I'm not afraid to seek help. We're not perfect in this world. The man who is perfect is not born yet, so he's quite perfect because he's at ease. He have nothing to worry about right now until somebody go ready to make that baby. Yeah? What is this? Where is this? I can't even see my TV. So guys, and for everybody out here that have a platform that I know are very conscious in how they speak and stuff like life's journey, and I know Ansel had speak about some things that she had been through. Quite a few channel had speak up about a lot of things there I've been through in life, right? So some of the times I think you guys should start come out here and educate the young people, because there are so many young people out here that are listening to you guys. They might not comment, they might not subscribe, they might not like one of your video, but they are listening, you know, and stuff. Just give a word of advice to these young people, because we are getting old and they're gonna be the future. And sometimes they're not getting the encouragement at home. But if we guys have these platforms, use our platform to help educate these young people. It's not just about educating, talking about this, talking about that. Many people don't have it. So when we try to show young people that you can have what we have, but we've been through a whole lot to get what we have, or to be where we need to be. We encourage you to keep pressing, keep fighting, stay in school, get a good education, listen to your parents, listen to your teachers, be respectful, be kind, don't bully anyone. Because the challenge of life, man, whatever is bothering you, find somebody that you can trust to talk to. There's always a trusted person out there. Even when we think there is no trusted person, there's always one. Listen to your instinct and you will find one. It will tell you where to go. It will tell you when you're in need of trouble. When you're in trouble, where to go. Sometimes you go to your family member that always there for you. So don't be afraid. You know, don't be afraid, because it's challenging. It's so challenging. And then some of these young people, it's not to say they don't have education, that are doing all sort of you know unlawful act. They have qualification. Their parents work hard for them. Just look at yourself and tell yourself that, how am I repaying my parents? How am I gracing my parents? How am I blessing my parents? How am I making my mother and father feel proud? By going out there to hurt somebody else, that's not making them feel proud. Yes, baby. That's not making them feel proud. You know? That's tearing them down. Now you put your parents in a state of mind. What's that? Oh, what the teacher do now? Are you reading?
What? They took me into adult class.
Okay. Oh, I gotta reply to this text when I'm on the phone. I gotta reply to this text when I'm on the phone. Yes, guys. So try some of the time, even at the end or the beginning of you coming on to talk or something. Try always leave a word of encouragement to young people, because you never know who are out there to do some unlawful act, and you just save them because they probably hear you talking, or they were about to do something dumb. But when you say to them, listen, man, that's not the way to say thank you, mama, for taking care of me. That's not the way to say thank you, Daddy, for making sure we got everything we need. That's not the way to say thank you to your parents by putting them in more trouble. Because when you're in trouble, your parents is in trouble. When you in danger, they're in danger too. Because of what you committed, they're gonna put their life in danger too. So we don't need to just think about what your parents have done for you. And even the parents that are not doing nothing to help their children, please start to do so. Please go look for those children who you would have neglected along the way for other children that you would have created with a whole new person. So please go look for those children too and take care of them because you never know. Those are some of the children are coming out here sometimes and they're so backed up with pent up anger, pent up issues that never resolved because the piece of the puzzle was missing. And those children grow up and tend to be bitter. And they're not bitter because they want to be bitter, but because of the choices you guys made. You know? Instead of sitting down blaming, oh, is the daddy this or oh, is the father, get up and start. If you know you have children out there that you're not taking care for anything, and start play a role in their life. See what you can change before things happen. You never know when nothing go knock at your door. Get off the phone. What can you make some hot water? With your why you have horn in your head? Ain't I fixed your hair this morning? I gotta.
No, I like it the way it is.
Oh, jeez, Jenny, you look
Look,
like.
it's like for
No, you look like a reindeer. Yes, you look like a reindeer.
God, do I look like a reindeer?
Yes, you look like a reindeer.
How about now?
Anyway, get on the camera. You think he's your friend? Go.
Look at
Jaden. So, I go to this. I used to go to this place here, and they will have young people there. And it used to make me wonder what's the purpose of young people there? Because these people would be talking to young people, and the young people sat right there looking, and all these people talking about is their family and their self, and I'm like, wow, how do you use young people there to talk about yourself? Ain't young people day supposed to be a day where you sit back, relax, and let the young people that is in the building or organization get a chance to stand up and share their own life journey or give a word of encouragement or read the Bible passage and interact and engage? When I was growing up in church, we had to recite golden text every single Sunday. It doesn't matter what time we had to recite it. Our golden text is taken from St. John 3, verse 16. For God so loved the world that he gave us the only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in me should not perish but have everlasting life. These are some of the things. But when we talk about young people now, you sit in church and all you see is the grown folks just sit there talking and call it young people day. And they're not only talking, they're talking about their life. How does that go impact children or impact the young people? When you young people, they young people want to know what is out there. What kind of advice can you leave with them? What is the message you're sending to us? What can we gain from you talking about, oh, it's Youth Sunday or it's Young People Day or whatever it is? If you ever one young person in the church, you should let they be a part of the young people journey, because by the end of the day, you're building a community to foster these kind of things that maybe they would go on somewhere else and don't get. They go on the street, they don't get that. They get totally something else. So when we're looking at certain things, I call it a certain heading, we gotta make sure we have enough vast amount of information to connect the dots. Not you going up there, standing up, telling me about your family and oh, this is so sexual. How does that gonna benefit a young person? You can tie success into showing young people how it's gonna benefit them, but if you're just up there talking like They normally say you're bragging or boasting about your accomplishment or what you achieve and all these things. But it is a way how you do it will make young people understand. Listen, I come from nothing to something. Now I am the CEO of this, or I am the manager of this, or I am the lead of this, or I am in charge of this, blah blah blah, da da da, such is like, such is like. You know what I mean? But not giving young people anything to hold on to firmly is not gonna let young people want to be in the institution or the organization. Because they go first thing they're gonna say, all these people talk about is themselves, their accomplishment. Nobody want to hear all of that all the time. People want to hear about your accomplishment, but also they want to hear what can they do to transform their life, make their life better. And if you're equipped with those kind of skills and those experience, yes, your experience is going to go with the skills you have learned to teach these young people. When I was growing up, I had good teachers around me, a good, positive, energized, vibrated teachers around me. you know. And just right before I went to college, my one of my high school, not high school, one of my all age school teacher passed away right before I went to college. I was so devastated. Like I see her like 2 weeks before, she said, "Are you gonna go to college or something?" I said yes, and she never even get a chance for me to tell her I'm in college. I used to tutor this young child for this lady, and she passed away without me, and I always tell her I want to go to college, and she never get a chance to see me go to college. And I remember one day I was talking to a friend back home, well, since I'm here, and I was saying, who would be happy for me? We call her grandma. I said, grandma would be so happy for me, but she's not here. Sometimes the people that would really be there, because she already told me she would have been there for me, but she never made it. And but she been there in spirit. She's been there in the spirit. You know, she had taught me so much. You know, even even as a young, I would say, even as a young person, she had taught me so much. Even help with my craft in cooking as well. You know what I mean? She had taught me so much. Take me to church with her, even though I was tutoring her granddaughter. They take me for their granddaughter too. So the beauty of life is something else. But it just goes to show that and especially if you have children out there, share some journeys. Were some of the challenges you faced with, and how were you able to overcome those things? How were you able to overcome these things to make that better decision for you and your children? Okay, everybody's story ain't gonna be the same, and then you have some children. They would be the best version of themselves as a youngster, and come become the monster like that young man there the other day who just walk up and just gun down that poor man. So sometimes you never know the outcome of these children. Like this morning, I told my little baby son, I said, get down out the bed. And the boy turned around and look at me like, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Literally, like with his hand just like this. Leave me alone. The baby. So I said, that one need his ass torn up. He need his butt torn up. Real good. And I bet he never do it again. Real good, he need his butt behind torn up. Eh? And he looking there, and then at one point he come up in my face. The little brat that can't even wipe his behind coming up in my face. Leave me alone. With the hand just like this. Eh? I grab my AZ. And he, fast as he get down off the bed, I didn't even have to open. I just grab my AZ, because after I give you chances, my AZ coming. So I know I gonna have a whole lot if I don't nick that. Because when you see children start stand up to you at a young age, if you don't nick certain things in the bud, They're gonna knit you instead. What is that?
So guess what?
Mhm.
I've blended up some water in this tank.
Look,
And look, why sweat?
I got him this at Family Dollar yesterday.
And guess what? You know water bacon? If you're tired of piss out by it, look. Well, sit down and do it on thing.
So for anybody who have their little young children, this is a blender.
Yes.
You have the fruit for it.
It's kind of noisy because it's so. That's why I don't
It's a
like
blender.
it.
It's supposed to be noisy.
Yes.
And why you mark your whole body up? Your whole face look like a polka dot.
Because I am a zebra.
Why you tucking your shirt?
I'm zebra.
Yeah, no, zebra. Look
What?
like an elephant.
Come on, zebra. Oh, shush. Oh, guess what? I thought this thing have three things I can attach of it. Man.
Oh,
I thought this thing can attach it itself.
you can't pull?
Yeah, this thing can pull this. It's screwed onto it. It's not screwed. Not like it
What
has.
you gonna eat now? You want something to eat? What you gonna eat?
Make some juice.
No, what you gonna eat?
Alright, fine. I'll tell you. Egg.
Oh, I got yogurt. No, can you get me a yogurt? I need my yogurt. It's on the door.
I know it.
Yeah. Oh, we got it somewhere. Right, just there. Yes, people, but such is life. I'm gonna get back to everything. I'm gonna get back to everything and don't take nothing for granted. You know. Don't take nothing for granted.
Oh! What? How did they open it? Oh, I didn't see that.
I need a spoon. I need a spoon.
Mommy, wait. Give me it. Which one, guy? Which one is your favorite?
What's wrong with you?
What?
You gonna get me a spoon, babe?
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm gonna get you big spoon.
Oh, cheesecake. I'm gonna try the cheesecake. You know, I used to eat these a lot in my country and they're so expensive, these ones. Hola, how are you? ¿Cómo está? What are you doing today, my love?
Which one?
I want this one. Oh, this not bad.
Oh, I don't want this one.
Which
I
one?
want this one.
Okay, sit down with me. Come have a seat. Cheers.
There.
What, they had put you in a breakout room?
No.
What were you doing your
Alright,
work?
fine. Wait till I got a break.
No. When you were doing your reading and you had called me and I told you I'm not coming nowhere. What were you doing? They put you in a breakout room?
Yep. Cause guess what? I thought they would do me like that, so I went to my school. I went where I could do my math and didn't do anything in a wait, and then after I said I was gonna do my work, then what do you know?
No, I was
They
there
said
with
me-
maths. In maths, they break you out in a breakout room.
No, I'm
too.
talking about reading.
Okay.
When I'm here, I said I was gonna continue, but after I said continue, guess what?
Yes,
Yes,
my
send
love.
me-
Glad to see you as well. I still gotta go over. Did you send me a text message yesterday? Earlier? And one of my, I have some message. I haven't go through all of them yet. Just here eating
And
some.
after I said I was gonna continue, guess what?
Mhm.
They said me right into a breakup.
I love when this one uses big words. Okay, so I'll check you out, my love. I'll check you out. You know, I had some issues was going through here, but I got good news, so
What's the good news?
no longer have to do that.
What?
Yes.
Why?
You want me to do something?
What do you know?
I like freedom, you know.
Oh, well, I can tell you, I would like freedom too. You never let me have freedom.
I never let you have freedom. What freedom do you need? Tell me.
I want freedom.
Your wish is my command.
Alright, my freedom is to go to space and go to the park.
To go to space.
Yes.
You don't even have money for rent, but
What? What about space? Guess what? I have to pay no rent.
He said you don't have to pay no rent. Okay, don't worry. One of these fine days you gonna pay rent.
Oh, guess what?
Or you work on by your own house and you still gotta pay rent because you might not pay rent to somebody, but you gonna pay rent because guess what? Mortgage,
Hopefully, though.
property taxes or something. That's gonna be your rent. You're good.
Oh, I got another good idea. How about
Oh, yeah,
I be
he's
a
so
news reporter?
hilarious. Huh?
News reporter don't have to pay me. That would be a news reporter.
Yeah, he's so funny. He's hilarious at times.
Oh, I know that you don't have to pay no bills.
You know not to pay no bills, but go to school and
No, who don't have to pay bills? True. Because it's true.
Someone say hi, say hello.
Hello.
That's the reindeer, right? You got a Christmas reindeer.
Why the radio even exist?
Yes, you. Look how you look like a reindeer.
Well, how a question for you.
What is your question?
Reindeers do not walk with 2 feet. They walk like that.
No, yes. Yes. He literally acted like a reindeer, but he, huh? With the horns in his head.
What?
The best car for 2027, Lexus, Porsche, Honda, also rank high, Dodge, GMC, Land Rover, Ray-Ban. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I gotta look into one of those cars for 2025.
Oh, guess what? When I watch a car, when I watch a car that could, if you go to sleep while you're in it and you're gonna get hit, that thing would just shake you out.
Well, you need to go check if your class is back on.
Oh yeah, we'll go.
Man, he's something else, but I love him, you know. Oh, Rudolph.
After 120
Let
minutes.
me ask. Hey, you know Rudolph the reindeer? Rudolph the reindeer.
We're off.
Yeah, that's you.
I think I know what.
How many more minutes left to go?
2000.
2000. He said 2000. When we were growing up and we couldn't say the numbers, we said 2010. We get what kind of money we used to get. I don't even remember, but we used to call the money 2010. What you gonna do?
Jingle bell.
Oh, he said 20,000, man. That's a lot. I wish I got that much right now.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle all the way. Jingle all the way. Jingle bell, jingle bell, all the way.
Reindeer singing.
All the way. Jingle all the way. Hey, jingle bell. What?
Somebody said Rudolph gonna make Santa happy.
What?
You gonna be happy. You gonna make Santa happy. Hmm.
Look.
You know, we live in an apartment building, so yesterday he went downstairs. We were coming up and downstairs.
Oh,
He
guess
said,
what?
Mama, look, I saw a guitar, but I don't know if it's still there. Probably somebody take it up. So I said, you want to take it up? You can take it up, because if they put something down there and you want it, you can take it up. So he found himself a guitar. So
I know what?
he have a new friend.
Yay. Oh, guess what my favorite one is?
He used to have a nice keyboard that we bought from Family Dollar one year. Family Dollar used to sell some nice stuff in instrument for children. And he had, and I mean, he had a nice rhythm on there, and the rhythm was like dum 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 dum. And you were, every time you come on, you always want to dance. They submerge the keyboard right into water.
Hello.
That one don't work.
It is a cool trick.
I go
though.
finish with the class.
It is a cool trick.
Hmm?
How am I doing this?
What is happening? Yes.
Look. Okay. Mommy, look.
Hmm?
Ta-da.
What is that?
How am I doing it?
What is that, man?
How do you think I was doing it? Look. One, two, three, four, five. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. What does the thing even sound like?
Huh?
That's number 6 on the water?
And that's your brother own?
And why is it in my toy?
Because the toy room is about to you.
I thought we got 2 toy rooms.
And
Maybe this room.
they might have a person come over to play.
Who? Mark? Mom, look at this sculpture.
Yeah, who?
Look, Mom.
Oh, you're talking his foot?
What? What's this thing do?
That's the blender.
What?
Yeah. So that's we just here. The cheesecake not bad in this.
Cheesecake? I'm going to try one.
We used to call her Silly Billy. Silly Billy. We used to have a storybook growing up. It's called Silly Billy. Get the milk and pour it in his pocket. Call him Silly Billy. Somebody always says Silly Billy. It was actually a reading book about Silly Billy. He get the milk, he pour it in his pocket. And what else did he get? I don't even remember everything about the reading book, but all I remember is that the book was about Silly Billy. How silly you could be. And we used to have this great reading book. I wish we could have it again. About Great House and Hope House. That was a beautiful reading book then. Jenny, what happened to your class? 15 minutes supposed to be over. Go in your class.
How do you know it's over?
You will. I know you. He likes to turn the volume of the computer down. And when you're not hearing the teacher, you know what he did? Go in your class. I was a kid once, you know. I swear to God, these children nowadays, if they think that because you're an adult now, they think that you weren't a child then. Please, go into class. Go into your class before I call boom.
Okay.
You see, told you. Gotta have somebody that, if you're not stern with them, you gotta have somebody that's stern with them, you know. And then, life sometimes is so funny when you have children because you want the best for them. You want so much for them then you tend to overlook some things. But me, no. And overlook nothing. You gotta behave. Like yesterday, we going in the store and he decide he not coming in because I told him he gotta behave himself and don't ask for nothing. I said if you pick up nothing, we walking right out of here and we going home. So when I'm walking in, thought the little boy was behind me. He stood right there at the door looking at me. And I said, you think I'm turning back to come for you? I just kept walking. And by the time I look, he was right there beside me. He was right there. What did you turn on? Oh. Hurry up and get back in your class. Get back in your class and turn the volume up because... What time is it? He's something. See? So the new computer that they send him now, even though it's small, he be muting the teacher, not with the teacher muting him. But even if the teacher unmute him, the teacher still can't hear him because he have another button on the computer and he mute the teacher. He literally mute the teacher. And then I saw and that's why this is one of the things, people, don't be mad when I said I don't want to be in this class because I want to pay attention to what he's doing. I can catch him that way. But when you're in there, he's not going to show certain things in front of you. You got to remember that with your children when they do homeschool. They're not going to show certain things in front of you that they're doing. So in order to catch them on their little tricks and tracks that they have set up their traps, it's for you to shift. So earlier, after I dropped the baby to school, and I said, why is the teacher screen? Why I'm not seeing the teacher screen, but teacher working out a maths problem. I don't know how this little boy able to change from the screen to make it have all the student there. So when you're looking, you look like teacher not teaching nothing. You hear her voice, but you're not seeing her screen. So you would think that it's the teacher not sharing her screen to him. That little boy change the screen. I don't see a lot of people say, change the screen back around. So those are some of the little things. And that's why these kids are so technophile nowadays. These kids are the, what is this? Oh yeah. Oh, you know? So if I weren't watching him, guys, I'm telling you. And you gotta shift sometimes. You can't be up in their class all the time. You want to see what they know. And I'm telling you, so I caught him doing a lot of stuff there. Or he have his workbook and he's not doing no work inside of it. And when you take us, I say, why you not doing nothing? And he put the screen so that make it look like the teacher is not sharing his screen. These children now, they're born with a chip inside of their head. And worse if you're not savvy, they probably mute you too. They probably have a mute button for your mute. I mean, if you're not savvy and these kids are figuring out things, because I had to yell at him, I said, fix it back. Oh my God, I'm telling you. And just now the teacher is in there talking and he don't realize I got the time on my TV, and that's one of the purpose of having the TV on sometime, because the time is underneath the bottom. And it's almost time for him to get out of class, right? And this little boy mute the teacher, turn the volume down. So it's terrible. It's terrible. These are good technophile brat you have in the house. That you know, just like one day I was hearing Sherry was I was watching Sherry Shepherd show, and I was busting out laughing when she said, "You gotta these kids are little tourists. You gotta have somebody who are firm. Not to say that your parenting skills are not working, but they might not be working in that area. So you gotta have somebody that's firm that will get at them. Because if you don't, they're gonna get at you." And that's so true. These kids, they give you a run for your money. So, but that's all I had to say. Good news, guys. So I will get back into my headspace and everything, and I just want to say, if for anybody out there going through anything, just remember all hope is not lost, and remember, be like Daniel in the den when they asked him to bow down and pray to the king. He said he only know of one king, and he's God. Yeah. And he kept praying, he never lose faith, because mankind wanted him, because the guards wanted him to pray only to the king. He said no, and that's why as a result he ended up in the lion den. And they said, okay, since you don't want to pray to the king, let me see if your king will save you, or whosoever you pray to will save you. So they throw Daniel in the lion den. But then when the lion go to eat him, the angel he was surrounded by angel and make it out alive. So the king was able to go ask him in the next day, because the king was worried about him, even though he wasn't the one who put him in there. But the king was worried about him when he got in the den. But he said, now I see, he said, Daniel, I see you are alive. I guess your God serve you. So you gotta remember, people. You don't look at me. You don't look at no other body else to put your trust in anybody but God, God Himself. Whatever you put to Him in prayer and everything, He will heal you because He can hear you. Because sometimes we think God not hearing us. He hears us. But if it's simple little matter that He knows that, I like nowadays I have this saying, this shall pass. It's a storm we're going through. Okay. It's a storm. This is what we are faced with, the challenge. You know what I mean? So it's a storm. And we got to learn to ride it out. But just remember who God is. Because just remember, just like Daniel in that den, because he refused to bow down to the king. And the king's man wanted him to bow down to the king, not the king, but the king's man, like the guard. You have some people with security guard and you have to go through the security guard to get to these people. So they tell you that you gotta do this, you gotta do that, blah blah blah, etc. etc. In order to just to see the person. But he refused. And because of his strong belief and faith in God, he was saved. So we all can do the same thing. We all can do the same thing. We don't have to come out here every day acting like everything is all curry. Everything ain't that curry. It's I would all have stain on me. A bunch of stain. Everything ain't curry every day. But what gonna be curry one day is how we stay true to ourselves. Some people will look at you and judge you. That's okay. That's their judgment, not yours. You don't need to take up nobody's judgment. That's their judgment if they gonna judge you. It's as I like to say, he without sin cast the first stone. If a lot of people think that they're in this world and they might live in a better apartment, a better house, a better this, a better that, and they think that they can judge you. He without sin cast the first stone. And guess what nowadays? Nobody can judge you, nobody know. You see all that's happening now? From the head down to the ground, all of us are being judged now. So that goes to show that certain things, vanity, don't even save you from nothing. You just gotta face your judgment. Whatever your judgment is, you gotta face it. You and God know about your judgment, nobody else. You know. And even when I'm walking on the street and I see people judge people, it hurt my feeling because I'm saying that somebody don't do you nothing, leave them alone. If someone don't do you anything, leave them alone. Even on the internet, I could be sitting here and I'm doing my daily thing or going about my daily life. You don't know what I'm going through, faced with internally. You didn't reach out to say how are you feeling. You didn't care. But the first assumption is, oh, she not supporting. Oh, she not this. Oh, she not that. How do you know that? Are you supporting? So don't judge. Just judge yourself. Check your record. I like to tell people, check your record before you come for somebody else's record. Check your record to make sure your record is clean. Because if your record ain't clean, there's no way you should be judging nobody. Keep your little tracks because everybody, you will see the good side of them until you hear the bad side. So if you don't have a clean track record, don't come at me. Always check yourself before you wreck yourself because somebody will wreck you. So it's very important to check yourself and stay in your lane. You don't have to worry about nobody else because you're doing this person must do it. No, no, no. Everybody work on their own time. Nobody when you want people to work on your time, that's bullying. That's forcing them. Oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do this, you gotta no, that's bullying to me. Let people be. This world is a free world with chaos. We gotta teach you have mind of our own. If we don't have mind of our own, how we gonna elevate? We need guidance, we need protection. But we also need in the process a mind of our own. So we can gain our own knowledge and understanding of things around us. And then we can say, oh, we can put one and one together to make two. So your shilling and my shilling come together to make two. So that's how we understand. It's like just like research. When you're researching something because you want to know why this is happening, what is this going on in the body, why is it making we nausea or dizzy or all these things. Once you find the why, then you start to compare other research that have done something similar to these things and combine them together. So their research plus your research, now you get the balance. And now you can say, oh, according to statistics have shown that XYZ, that, blah, blah, blah. Understand? So that's how the world go around. But you spending time judging somebody. What's your motive? What's your message? You know what they say? If you don't got a message, then move in silent. Be quiet. But just getting up and judging me, or well, not just say me indirectly, but in me directly or anything, but judging somebody and you don't even know them. What make you think you better than judgment? Don't judge nobody. Check your record. Go through all your history till where you at now, and if he ain't clean, don't come at me. If he ain't clean, don't come at me. Because people need to understand we all have a track record. That a physical track record where you go on the field and you run. We all have a record. We all have a history. We all have a past. So who are you? What you wear don't phase no one. What you wear don't intimidate no one. 95% of people don't even care about nothing. They just wanna go by the day, and that's it. And live, live, live. All they care about is health, safety, be there for their children, be supportive if they can, even if they don't have no children, to other people, bless other people, because some people choose not to have children, and some people, because of difficult situation or their past of how they did things in the past, sometimes let them not to be able to produce any children, and some people just definitely cannot, and some just don't want to deal with the stress of life, which is very understandable. But everything make up life, because those people gonna become aunties and uncles or whatever it is to other people's children. You know, growth pattern. You know, doesn't make them less than of a person. They're still whole because probably you have all of your issues, and now some of your issues gonna become somebody else's issue. You know what I mean? So everything make up life, and we gotta be grateful for it. You know, but getting up and judging somebody and then, oh, I can't look through somebody. You can't look through nobody. You're not Jesus. You're looking through somebody because your reflection is in them. I know this, what is this? I know that. You ain't seen nothing. Just do what you gotta do. Stay in your lane, mind your own business, and keep doing what you gotta do, and let God do the rest. He will take care of the rest. But our goal is not to out there bashing others. Even if somebody support you and dead and you don't support them back, or vice versa. What you going to judge? Leave them alone. People motive may not be the same motive you got. And then sometimes you can start something and then you get so overwhelmed with what's going on with your life that you're so overwhelmed. How about reach out to that person, see how that person is doing? How are you feeling? How are you holding up, my brother? How are you holding up, my sister? Oh, you come out with negativity. Powers is in the tongue. Powers is in the tongue, and whatever we extract is out there. Like I'm talking, everything is out there in the universe. But don't just have a platform to talk about everything that somebody else is doing. That's their problem. 100% their problem. You can take their negativity and turn it into positivity. Because many of us, like I watched Kevin Hart a couple years ago. I was watching him on, I forgot what night show he was on. And I remember he was saying, listen to, he said, where's the camera? Put my face up there. He said, no is a beautiful thing. Because a lot of time when you hear no, at first he said when he started hearing no, he used to feel some way. And he said after a while he realized no is really what's telling you that there's a lot more out there for you. I forgot the name of the talk show he was on a couple years ago and I was watching him. Yeah? Kevin Hart. And I was watching him, you know? And he said he used to hear a lot of no and he was saying, listen to me, young man, a young no is good. Because that no that you heard is telling you that yes, you can keep going. There's Jaden. I can see I can see you, but I can just imagine what you're doing. Teacher is talking and you're not paying attention. So how are you gonna comprehend what is being said or asked of you to do? Are you gonna get understanding? What? Oh please, Jaden, you ain't that slick. I got a camera in there. The other day I told him I got a camera in here and you should see his face. You should see his face. I said I saw everything you did. He said, how did you know, Mom? And then that's when he started telling you everything. You don't have to see the camera. The camera is invisible. But you are not invisible. But stay in our lane, we'll be better off. And if we don't have nothing nice to say about somebody, don't say it. Because power is in the tongue, you know what I mean? Don't need to say it. And as I always say, don't get me wrong, it's not always easy. We contradict ourselves all the time. So that's life. We come up all the time. Contradicting ourselves, confusing ourselves, losing our mind, doing everything. Everything make up life. Balance. Strike the balance. It's okay to be upset. It's an emotion. Oh, we're not allowed to have emotion. Oh, yes, I do. I'm allowed to vent. You don't want me vent, then close the door. My arm hurt. But it's life though, but we don't want to dwell on the negativity because then that start to weigh you down. What's that, babe? It's time to go to class. And then I think you have another class at 1 o'clock today. Yeah, 1 o'clock. You have a class at 1 o'clock. Huh? It's maths tutoring, but I don't think you have maths today. I don't think you have maths today. Yes, like um, what did teacher say? But anyway, beautiful people, we ain't gonna stay long right now because I know he gotta have two more class coming up. So let me check them out and see what's going on. And I'm using that phone, so I gotta check them out to see. I have the calendar on the phone, so I gotta check it. So anyway, people, have a blessed day, and until then, stay in our lane, stay in your lane, do what you gotta do. Don't use your platform to only speak of negativity. That will weigh your channel down and weigh you down too. You can keep a balance by talking, little bit about everything, but you don't just want to spend a whole day. Oh, you can see through this person, you can see you in Jesus. Leave people alone. He will sin costly first, so you don't need to cost nothing. If people want to be fake, they're gonna be fake. If people want to be fake real, they're gonna pretend till they can't pretend no more. You have those kind of people. What you gonna do? Everything make up this world. Whether you like it or not, every single thing make this world up. That's what make the world go around. It's not just the good. Everything combined together, and this is why you're constantly learning because every day new things are evolving. No, I was watching I was watching this young girl channel, Alicia Kim, where she went to this in New York there, and the robot was serving her coffee. I've never seen that before. I was so glued, my eyes was like watching her channel with the robot serving her coffee, and then he said, "Okay, Alicia, the coffee is ready. Here you go." I bust out laughing because it was so funny. you know. So things are evolving, people. So leave people alone. Don't take your platform to just talk about. It's like you're giving strength to people when you talk about them negatively. You're strengthening their community. Because people gonna tell you your toxicness, they gonna go wonder what you talking about these people for. Leave these people alone. If people don't mess with you, there should be no reason for you to talk about them. You don't need everybody gonna be on the internet. Some people gonna look at you personally. I don't like her personality because you don't like your personality, so you don't like my hey. That's your personality, my love. That's not mine. You don't like me because you can see through me. You're not Jesus, my love. Even the pastors that are preaching at the pulpit are making so much mistakes. You see, some of them go into jail for it. Don't come out and preach like you're Jesus. You're not. Stay in your lane and do what is right. But you don't need to tear down nobody just to get a forward. No. That means you have a mixture of sickness. Your elements them confusing. Don't do that. You know, we don't need to do all of that. Don't you create a platform for people to watch you, do what you do. You dance, you scream, you yell, you hop, you whatever you do. Some of us are very conscious on here. Some of us are very mindful or anything we're doing. Let these people be. You know, still show that you are genuine. People will know one day when you're genuine. Even when they're not showing up for you, you're showing up for them. People will know. Doesn't mean that they're not taking note. It's just like I will have people watching me. If ever one people who have not subscribed yet or anything. Doesn't mean that one day they're not going they're watching me, but one day they gonna say, you know what, this young lady come a far way. She came a long way. She this, she that, blah blah blah. And then sooner or later, these people will say, Mom, I never subscribed to your channel, but I always watch you. That's support same way. Even though you want them to hit that subscription button, hit that like button or everything, but if they don't wanna like or subscribe or anything, that's on them. Because I even hear people say, oh, some people have a larger platform, but nobody's not on there or anything. Where one or two are gathered, God is in the midst. Did you guys forget that? When you have a multitude of people, you have chaos. So it just goes to show that many of you are not in line with Jesus Christ. You're just talking on the surface level. It's a where two or more are gathered, God is in the midst. So if every one people you have on your platform, God is in the midst. If you got nobody on the platform, ain't you on there? So you are one. God is in the midst. Jaden, you're doing too much now. All that extra yelling. So we gotta remember. We don't need to say, oh, some you're watching the numbers, but you're not watching that where two or more are gathered. God is in the midst. You rather to have less people around you, and you have a whole bunch of people, and you have a whole chaos. It's like you try to take on a whole big pot of rice that you never challenge yourself to before. I cooked 50 pounds of rice before, so I could challenge myself. I never hit 100, but I cooked 50. You know, but it just goes to show that you can't worry because somebody have a large subscriber base, but nobody's on their platform. Don't worry about that. That's on the people to worry about. But just remember this: gathered. God, okay, wait for teacher to tell it to leave. God is in the leave, baby. Leve, leave. Where two or more are gathered. God is in the midst. That's what we need. We don't need a. We don't need. You have class again. 1 o'clock. So where two or more are gathered, we don't need to worry. It's like people who used to become billionaires now.
I got something to tell you.
Hold on a second. It's like you have people who have become billionaires now. They started out from ground zero, maybe in their basement, in their grandmother's kitchen. If you watch Shark Tank, I like to watch those kind of educational stuff. Like Shark Tank and those people. Excuse them, they leave the internet alone. And I have, I don't know. Look, somewhere there. And those things. And they tell you how their journey has started. in their grandmother's kitchen. Some people started in their mother's backyard, in the basement, at their friend's house, while they were on their friend couch or such a like, and they just came up with a vision or an idea, and then they run it by somebody who's a designer or something. They could have the vision, but somebody else, extract that vision into reality. Yeah. So we all can see all these things come to fusion are fruitful. So everything starts somewhere. All it take was one person. Then you start growing multitude, then you start growing, you can't grow and you start growing. But you don't worry about numbers. Numbers will come when you need to. You know? Don't use your platform to just talk about it's like throwing shade at other people platform. You don't do that. Leave other people to their own understanding. They will figure it out one day. We all on here to figure out something. Use your platform wisely to spread words of encouragement,
Look, I found a
tips and
potato.
tips and tips and things of how to become this in life, or how to shop,
Mama,
how
look,
to
I
buy
found a
things
potato.
in and get it at a cheaper price, or share your life journeys or anything. But to come on internet and just take a whole platform to talk about somebody or they have the fan base, but you notice that they're not this or they're not doing that, don't make no sense. Wrong approach. Wrong approach. Don't join those kind of wagon, because you're gonna be off the wagon. You don't want to join those kind of things. What you want to do is create a platform, even if one person on there and they listening to you. They're listening to you for a reason. And even if somebody not subscribed to you, they're listening to you for a reason. They're checking in for a reason. Even if they don't like, they don't comment, what you gonna do? Keep going. The end of the road is when you end it. But anyway, people. I ain't gonna stay long. I got something to do now here at the class because we gotta come back for 2:30, right? Teacher said 2:30, Jay. I gotta take him downstairs, get some fresh air, and then keep going. Oh yes, Auntie. Hey Auntie, how you doing? Yes,
Mommy,
Auntie,
is
we
it
gotta
even
keep going.
2:30?
No, go get a long pants on outside court. How you doing, Auntie?
Wait, where am I going?
Alright, greetings, Auntie, greetings. Yes, Auntie. I know I was just here saying that we don't need to use our platform to watch other people and their numbers or whatever. That don't have nothing to do with anybody platform. You know, people, ideas, knowledge, understanding of how they perceive things around them is gonna be different in every genre, every aspect of life. We just need to navigate our platform. Don't pull my hair out. We just need to navigate our platform in the way we can to the best of our ability. And also to spread love to the young people, like what Miss Trishana here always doing, always spreading love to the young people. Big up, Auntie. Big up, Auntie. Big up. You're always spreading love to the young
Big
people,
up, big
Auntie.
up.
So bless up, Auntie. Bless up. We want to use our platform wisely. Sometimes we started out because you're learning. We're not learning curve. We're learning our platform. We're learning to find out what work for us, what don't work for us, or so. So the niche, you're not gonna have a niche to second with right away. Sometimes we do,
Big
sometimes we
rat
don't,
boom.
and sometimes it take years to get it there. But we get there. But we don't want to use our platform to just talk about, oh, we notice somebody have this number of subscribers, but they when they go live or anything, nobody watching them. Where two or more are gathered, God is in the midst. We gotta remember that, because many people just want to close their brain and use their face to judge others. There is no need to judge. Who are we to judge? He without sin cast the first stone. There's no need to cast no stone. Just keep going. The livelihood of us doesn't depend on anybody but us. And if we don't make the pathway right, it ain't gonna be right. We gotta make it right for us. Of course, you gotta keep going. When do you normally go live? Do you have a set time? Cause me, I don't have a set time. I just pop on. And when I started popping on live, nobody used to be on there but me. Nobody, Auntie, not even one soul. And I'm telling you, but we gotta remember, Auntie, where two or more are gathered, Auntie, we good. If ever you, because you're there.
Yep,
So you're
yep.
gathered there. So you're good. You just gotta keep going, because in the next few years or so, those message, those gems, those advice are something is gonna come in handy because you don't know who is gonna start pay attention to say, you know what, Miss Trishana right here, she always have some good advice for young people. Sometimes you have big people out there that are doing PowerPoint presentation, and you have people out there watching our platform that we are not aware of, people's companies or anything, and they will interject some of what we are saying into their PowerPoint presentation just to make reference to what they are saying so people can understand us. So we just have to keep going. Oh yes. Thank you, Auntie. You just have to keep going, you know? Yes, Auntie. That's all you gotta do. But Auntie, you're doing exceptionally well, you know? And you keep going and you got the audience, you got the platform. Just do what you gotta do. Where we you know what we probably need to come up with say where two or more gathers, God is in the midst. You know? Sometimes you go to some small church and you see one or two people there, but you won't see a boring service. Everybody there, they have a tambourine, they have a drum, or they hands clapping, whatever instrument they can create, and they're creating that with their hands. And you would not believe that that church have only two members, or three members, or four members. So that's why it say where two or more are gathered, God is in the midst. And even if nobody gathered, you are there. It's like me sitting right here in this living room. Good thing my son is here now. And then you guys come on or anything. God is in the midst. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I haven't even started editing nothing. Auntie, I'm the unedited queen. Auntie, I'm unedited, Auntie, I'm telling you. But when I learn, I'll tell you. When I'm ready to take that challenge on. But you know. And then Auntie, with the court time, I don't remember if you were on one of my live when I was talking about the court. I think so. Everything goes well, Auntie, so I don't have to show up. So thanks be to God. I checked my email this morning because I missed the call yesterday. So I checked my email this morning, early this morning, and I was able to get the good news. So hallelujah. Of course, that's all we need. That's all we need. We don't need mankind remedy. We need God kind remedy. You know what I mean? That's all we need to keep going, you know? Our all of if God was to make all of us personality look the same, ooh, we would be so cantankerous. We would be so cantankerous. So no. This is the one in the living room. The other one done. I don't know what's going on. The one in the living room now, he have black lines. Black lines running, not black lines. He half opaque, half transparent, and half translucent. Let me see if we can see there. Oh, time it come like this, and then the next time it just go dark. I don't know if it gonna come dark again. If it go dark again, but that's how we go sometimes, Auntie. It bright this minute and the next minute. My TV in the living room is bipolar, but from that day, with the Lions game, that TV went out, and it's a new TV too. Yes, man, I'm telling you, what a turbo TV. It never came back on, so and it's a brand new TV, but I had bought it at a garage sale for only $15, but that's all right. That's all right. But Auntie, we over here, we're good. Thanks seeing you, Auntie. And I seen you with the dog this morning. I said my children would love to play with the dog, especially the little baby. He loved dogs so much. Every time he go anywhere, he say, "Puppy," you need look a smile, "Puppy." That dog, he would have knocked that dog over. He'd be running the dog. The dog would be tired of him, by the way. He loved dogs. You know, the big ones start to love animals too. Because he never, they never grew up around dogs. So when they see the dogs now, they're like, so when I move where I'm at, we don't allow to have a dog. So if we could, then I would have one, but he would have to be outside. So I would have to build a cage for him so he stay outside. You know what I mean? But to each his own, Auntie. But we have some other errands to run right now, Auntie. But remember, if you guys have when do you go live, Auntie? Cause I can never catch you when you go live. Do you have a set time you go live? I don't. I know I don't have a set time. I just pop up. I don't know if you have a set time when you go live, but I know I don't have a set time. I just pop up. Who come, come. Who don't come, then I say praise be to God. You know. So I don't have a set time to pop up, Auntie Ken. Sometimes is what is coming to your head and telling you go live or something. That's what you follow. Hmm? What's wrong? What's wrong? Go put your pants on. We gotta go. Go put your pants on. We gotta go. Boo is coming. Oh, we gonna see Boo tomorrow. You know. Yes. So I gotta send over some stuff to this lawyer here, so everything can that chapter can be closed, baby. Can be closed, so we can move forward. And then I cleaned my kids' room last night. Thank you, Jesus. So I just have this junky living room left to do, and then go wash it. When we get to that. All right. So until then, beautiful family, I want you guys to have a beautiful day. Thank you, Snapback Trishana, my auntie, for stopping by. Yeah, that's all right, auntie. We know how the community go. You know, we hear liquor here every now and then. You know. Oh, okay, okay, auntie. So hopefully I can see you live whenever time you go live. But you know, I'm always going back to where you watch anyhow, you know. It'd be nice to catch you live, but if we can't, you know, we always can go watch the replay. You know what I mean? So enough love. And to snap back to Shauna. Big up yourself, auntie. And she does amazing videos, guys. And for anybody who love animals too, she have her dogs over there. And to Glicker, I hope I'm calling your name right. Thank you for stopping by and never give up. And God bless you all. And until then, I see you all in the brighter days and the brighter lights are coming. Better days are coming, people, by and by. Well, don't live like those full summers, you know? When we reach the city in the sky. Okay. Anybody know this song? Keep singing until then. I'll see you guys. Bye bye. Go put your pants on now, baby. Hurry up.